Chapter 19. A New Hope, Nier. I turned to the smug A2 who was still grinning at the vault door that E6 slammed in her frustrations, and I couldn't help but cut her hopes into pieces. Hey Devola, Popola wants to go try out the new showerhead I installed together, I asked suggestively, and both of the twins grinned at A2's devastated expression. Wait, you have to be joking. Hey, don't leave me. A2 yelled as she jumped off the couch to follow me as I led the twins into the shower section. Sadly, even with my magic supplementing my water storage, it still wasn't a good idea to be wasteful, so we could only indulge in some skinship as they helped me wash up, much to the androids pouting. Not to mention having sex within a lukewarm shower where the air was still cold wasn't all that appealing. So, you plan on just playing these video games all day? Devola asked sarcastically after being in last place as we all played some Mario Kart. Even with their enhanced reactions, they couldn't save themselves from the dreaded blue shells, and I had to take away A2's controller after she slammed her head into the back of the couch to stare at the ceiling and would only respond with single-word sentences as she faced trauma greater than decades of combat. So I just moved on to some Legend of Zelda, Wind Waker. Hey, just because you all suck at video games doesn't mean I have to be a productive model to society. Wait, I am literally society now, being the only human left. Either way, Jake, you should at least get some exercise in to maintain your body. Oh my god, they are acting like my mom. I kept a bland face as I played, but the words escaped me anyway. Are you telling me to go outside? They all nodded, making me sigh in annoyance, but they were probably right, so I gamely got up and dressed to go work outside. Fine, I guess I should experiment on the crops with my magic and see if I can help them grow faster and more bountiful, I grumbled, lacing up my boots, and then followed A2 outside with the twins following behind me. I sat down with a light grunt and placed my hands against the still soft ground from where we tilled and planted the seeds beforehand. I then started delving into the green portions of my magic and could feel the healing portion proudly shining from within, but the other side seemed to be a darker green that brought a more respectful or reverent feeling to me, so I approached it mentally with caution. I slowly pulled the energy into my hand, which was laying on top of the soil with a seed buried within, and I could feel my magic draining heavily. Not only that, I could literally see the soil drying up and cracking as a large series of vines rapidly grew out and around me. I'm okay. I shouted, hearing the androids freaking out about the killer plant who ate me supposedly, but I still had to draw on a bit more of the plant magic to move aside these much thicker and stronger than usual vines to free myself and stand up to get out of the vines that grew out explosively. I couldn't help but cry out in happiness, seeing something I have missed already, living off of Marie's and the occasional moose or large animal the androids would bring back for me. It's watermelon. I cheered, ripping one of the bowling ball-sized fruit off its vines. I gleefully ran back inside the bunker, ignoring the grumbles of the androids who wanted me to do more activities, but screw them, I got my watermelon. I made some ice cubes with my ice magic, and then, after using a large knife, I cut off the bottom of the melon, leaving a nice flat spot without getting into the red meat of the melon, and then did the same on the other side. A2, bring me the power drill and a wire hanger. I called out as they were simply waiting for me in the living area portion of the bunker, where I typically spend most of the day and even sleep there most of the time due to the bedroom not having enough room for all the androids who want to crowd in around me as I sleep. And then I grabbed the magical ingredient as well. High-proof vodka, basically paint thinner, honestly. A2 looked at the bottle of vodka in suspicion as she handed me the stuff I asked for. Do you really plan on drinking that stuff? I could literally use the fumes as fuel with how flammable it is. I couldn't help but giggle at the thought of her chugging the bottle and a little gas gauge on her chest going from empty to full, but I still nodded as I drilled a little hole into the watermelon and then bent the wire hanger into an oval shape with the end jutting out so it would score into the walls of the melon. I am only going to use a bit, A2, don't be the twins and monitor my entire vitamin and calorie intake. Damn, killjoy androids. Doesn't matter if they don't need to breathe when they give a BJ, if they don't let you have a soda with your pizza, what is the point in life? Anyway, I then bound up the wire hanger into the power drill and started drilling into it the sides of the melon to make it into a slurry. Lastly, I added a small splash of the vodka for some kick with the ice, and seeing the killjoy twins in question coming to see what was taking me so long, I tossed the vodka into the trash can before they could see, but reminded myself to save it later when I got a moment of freedom. Okay, girls, I got drinks. I called out and poured the slushy mess into some cups, and we all went back into the living room to drink the concoction I made. I couldn't help but laugh seeing the face they made when they started drinking it. At the pure tart bite of the vodka hit them, and it was only the sweet watermelon flavor that managed to make it tolerable. But with how high proof the alcohol was, by the time I chugged half my cup I was already feeling tipsy. "Okay, girls, night night," I mumbled, pulling a confused A2 into my arms and absent-mindedly kissing her neck as if I was an affectionate drunk. Even in my foggy mind, I could feel A2 getting excited at my hands cupping her backside. I pulled her flesh to me, but it was only when my breathing was evening out, I could clearly hear her curse. "Damn it. He's really going to outlet jam me." I couldn't help chuckling and just gave A2 a light swat on her backside in response.